So let us go for our next module, memory register and aspects of system timing. The first topic here goes here is system timing considerations. Here whenever we go for a memory design or a registers here, so what and all the considerations we are doing, so that we are looking into this topic here. The first point, it indicates the two phase non-overlapping clock signal, nothing but we are using two clock signals which are non-overlapping with each other. I mean, if I'm considering this one as a phi 1 and the next one phi 2 here. Okay, the phi 2 here is from where I'll start from, that means which is non-overlapping with each other here. Understood here? That is what we use. These two clocks are used here throughout the systems here. Okay, that is what phi 1 and phi 2 are assumed to be leading of. I mean, phi 1 is assumed to be leading of phi 2 here, and these two, phi 1 and phi 2, are used throughout the system. Okay, next, bit or a data to be stored or written to register storage elements and a subsystem on phi 1 of the clock, that is write signal WR are added with the phi 1, nothing but whenever we go for a write operations here into the register, I mean data is written into the register, then this phi 1 is multiplied added with the here write signal here. Okay, for a write operation, the phi 1, this clock signal is added with the write signal. Okay, that is what the point meaning here. The bits or a data written into the storage element may be assumed to have a settled before immediately following the phi 1 signal, nothing but whenever we go for write operation, always the write operation is performed with respect to phi 1 clock here. Okay, phi 2 will not immediately start here, means phi 1 and phi 2 there is some delay also here, also where they explained here. Okay, phi 1 is used for writing the data. Okay, and after whatever the delay has completed, then it is going for a phi 2. This phi 2 is used for a refreshing here. Okay, that is what they have mentioned also, refresh stored data wherever required here. Okay, so phi 1 is used to write the data and phi 2 is used for a refresh the stored data here. Okay, so phi 1 purpose is writing, phi 2 is for a refresh the stored data, and there goes a delay. That is what they have mentioned here. In general, delays through the data paths and combinational logic etc. are assumed to be less than the interval between the leading edge of the phi 1 of the clock and the leading edge of the following phi 2 clock, means the whatever the delay that should takes place between phi 1 and phi 2. Okay, the delay should be very less here. So here the write operation or a read operation is performed with respect to phi 1. So after performing read or write operation, after delay, then only the refreshing operation takes place. That is the meaning of this point here. Okay, so next here, bits or a data may be read, means here whenever we go for read operation here, so RD this command and phi 1 both are ANDed here. Okay, both are ANDed, nothing but here RD is equal to 1, phi is equal to 1 here. So then the read operation takes place here. Okay, and write are generally mutually exclusive to any one of the storage element here. Okay, of course read and write are mutually exclusive. Read is equal to 1 and write should be 0 here, or read is equal to 0, write should be 1 here. Okay, and next point here is a general requirement for system stability is that there must be at least one clocked storage element in series with every closed loop signal path, nothing but at least one closed path should be there. There exists one memory closed path here. Okay, along with our clock storage element here, so that data may not lost here.